Hello Aries, welcome to my channel. Victoria here at Radiant Moon Tarot, and this is your weekly reading for February 14th through 20th, 2022. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to you. If you're returning, welcome back as always. I'm truly grateful for each and every one of you. Let's get right into your week. I am going to announce a contest a little bit later on in the reading towards the end. I'm going to be running one from the middle of February till early March for a free personal reading. So if you're interested, stay around until later on in the reading. But in the meantime, let's get right into it and see what we've got for you guys for the week ahead. Of course, we do start out our week with Valentine's Day. Not everybody loves Valentine's Day. So, you know, not everyone has a significant other. So sometimes, you know, it's great to do something for yourself or get together with a friend. Maybe call someone up that you haven't seen for a while. We also have a full moon in Leo that comes in on the 16th. The full moon, of course, full moons, of course, are about completion of cycles, wrapping things up, letting things go. This particular one in Leo actually gives you the courage to release control, release your intentions, but also to find forgiveness within yourself, to find that closure that may be preventing you from forming new bonds, new friendships, new relationships, new romantic attachments as well. Okay, so it really is a very important full moon here with all of that lovely firepower and compassion that Leo brings with it as well. But we've got your higher self coming in here. Trust your intuition in the week ahead. This is really your higher self trying to talk to you, okay? Trying to give you some messages, some guidance, some information. It's also a great week with that higher self energy there to do a little bit of meditation or connect with spirit, okay? And to really maybe kind of calm your mind, especially if you've been really busy. Perhaps that's a Valentine's Day thing that you can do for yourself. Practice a little bit of self-love. Do something that you really like. But we also have events coming up here with commitment, so there could certainly be something that you're dealing with in the week ahead where you may actually need to sign your pen and paper with your name, okay? So something like a contract, a job offer, an application, loans, leases, things like that. You know, maybe you're making a big purchase in the week forward as well, okay? Something that you commit to. This should be certainly very positive for you, especially if you're looking to make a purchase. Hey, maybe that's something you do nice for yourself as well, okay? But this is all about commitments of all kinds, new commitments, existing commitments. So you might be actually thinking in the week ahead, where is it that you put your time and energy? Are you getting, okay, thank you. Are you getting the rewards that you're looking for? Are you getting anything out of what you've committed to? So you might be actually doing a little bit thinking in the week forward, especially with this full moon energy. Are you making the most of your time and where you spend your energy, right? Where you are kind of locked in, and you might be looking at making some changes, but you also could have some new commitments coming in there as well. So let's pull your tarot, and we do already have the Prince of Wands coming out here. This is the Page of Wands. In this particular deck, it's the Prince and Princesses that make up the pages. And in this case, the Page of Wands is new inspiration, perhaps results of manifestations. This is trying new things, doing new things. Perhaps you're really looking for, you know, to I don't know, do something a little bit of fun, right? The Page of Wands has fun. They like new adventures, right? They, you know, it's quite often the first signs of manifestation as well. So perhaps you do have a new job, a new purchase, something coming in here that is actually really very, very exciting. But let's pull the rest of your cards and see what else we've got. We've got the Three of Wands. There could certainly be something coming in here new that you've wanted for a while, or some plans are finally starting to come to fruition. We've got the Seven of Wands over in your feelings, also what you've got under control. We've got the Devil card coming in here, and we also have the Judgment card. So that's actually really quite nice. We'll get into that in a minute. Excuse me, the energy at the bottom of the deck. We do have the Five of Pentacles. So this could certainly represent that you may be trying to recoup something that has previously been lost. We did just have Super Bowl. You know, depending when you see this reading, it may or may not have happened. So perhaps you've lost a little bit of money. Maybe your team didn't quite make it to the finish line. Okay, but otherwise, the Five of Pentacles does represent a lack mentality. So that's a big old heads up, especially if you are consciously manifesting things into your life, or even subconsciously as well. The Five of Pentacles is really that underlying energy where you're focused a little bit on what you don't have, or you're thinking that, oh my God, there's no opportunities out there for me, or I can't find what I'm looking for. You're kind of a little bit down in the dumps. Perhaps there is just a little bit of a down patch in your life at the moment. Okay, some days you might be really inspired and really good, and other days it's like, ugh, God, I don't know. There's nothing out there for me. There's nothing better for me. All of those kind of things. But the Five of Pentacles can also, again, represent a reduction in, say, your material world, a reduction in your finances, which could certainly come about if you're buying something new. Okay, maybe you're buying a new car, maybe you're, buying a new house or something. So it could certainly come in when you're spending a little bit of money. So with the Devil card there, right behind the Prince of Wands, I would probably be a little bit cautious on where you spend your money. Everything needs to, how should we say, the Devil card usually requires a little bit of moderation. Okay, a little bit of perspective. All right, so boundaries are important with that Devil card. So I would say that, if you're spending some money, just make sure that you double check all your contracts, that you do things a little bit wisely. Okay, maybe ask for some guidance or assistance along the way as well. There may be someone there that can help you. Okay, but you might just be finally getting something that you've really wanted for a long time and you've been obsessed with for a long time. So that could certainly cause a down patch in your financial sector there as well. But as far as like a way of thinking, a train of thought goes, the Five of Pentacles is that heads up. Okay, we always want to try and focus on the opportunities, focus on improvements, focus on solutions, okay, or find a better way, find an alternate way, because quite often that Five of Pentacles, okay, it's, these two, the Hermit and the Wolf, they're out there in that blizzard, and they're just looking at that barren landscape, when in actual fact there's opportunities that are above them, but they're not looking at it, they're not seeing it. So there could certainly be an opportunity that you are not quite seeing at the moment to make those improvements in your life. Hiding underneath that, we do have the Queen of Pentacles. So, success is not far behind and abundance is not far behind, right? And it just feels so you have to change your perspective and look at something a little bit differently. All right, so the Prince of Wands, right in the heart of your reading, there might be something new. There might be some really good news coming in here, and this could certainly have to do with something that you've been obsessed over, something that you really have wanted, and perhaps you almost gave up on. The Page of Wands brings a lot of excitement, inspiration to your week forward. Okay, so this could just be you consciously getting yourself out of this Five of Pentacles energy, trying new things, putting your best foot forward, okay, or even just taking action. All right, with the Three of Wands and the Prince of Wands, you could actually be making some travel plans as well, some sort of move or some sort of adventure. So it could be those travel plans. Maybe you're going to go away with a friend or something. Perhaps you're looking again with that commitment energy there. Perhaps you're looking to move where you live, that kind of thing. Okay, or make some bold moves as well. Okay, so this does bring in some fresh energy. It does bring in some new energy here, but it also brings in that sense of excitement and joy as well. So especially with that Three of Wands right above it, I feel as though some of you are finally getting an opportunity that you have been waiting for a long time, or you have been in a situation that has been challenging, it's been toxic, it's been this Five of Pentacles energy where you put everything that you have, you give and you give and you give, and you don't get anything back in return. And I think here for some of you, you're finally making a move. You're finally looking at something a little bit different. You're finally thinking how you can let go of your current situation and move on to something a little bit better. Okay, and that requires a little bit of courage. Okay, and that of course comes out with that Leo full moon. above you here, crowning position, we've got the Three of Wands. So the Three of Wands, this is really your thoughts, okay? Also your influences. So this really does show that, you know, you've got some sort of plan or idea in place, okay? And you've been waiting, and you are waiting to take some action. You're waiting to move forward, okay? And it feels as though you're ready here. And that Prince of Wands right there, as soon as you get the right opportunity, or as soon as the timing is right, that is when you're going to make some big, bold move. So you could certainly have been doing a little bit of research. And again, maybe here with that Five of Pentacles, it's like I haven't quite yet found what I'm looking for. And, you know, sometimes things, sometimes, yes, abundance and opportunities gravitate towards us. But sometimes we need to take some action. We need to take back a little bit of control. Okay, so, so you could certainly have an opportunity that's presenting itself to you, something that you've wanted. You've taken those first steps, and quite often, especially with manifestation, we do need to take the first step. We do need to, put ourselves out there, right? So for example, if you're looking for a new job where you are right now, it might be a toxic environment. You might have an ornery boss, okay, or challenging coworkers. The Five of Pentacles probably doesn't pay you what you're worth as well. And the Prince of Wands could certainly be either you taking those first steps to follow your goals. You've taken time to think about what you want, and now you're putting yourself out there. And the thing is whether we are consciously manifesting things into our life or not, when we take that first step, when we change our perspective, when we look at the future, when we look at moving forward, okay, we take that inspired action, that is when those doors typically do open for us, okay? So, but again, there could also be something coming in here that you have already taken those first steps, and now things are starting to happen for you. Things are starting to click into place, okay? So certainly something to be excited about, but we do have the Devil card coming in here as well. So, whenever we do have the Devil card, okay, this is usually our shadow side or challenging aspects. So this could certainly represent, a negative pattern, negative ways of thinking, those kind of things, okay? And you especially connected with that Five of Pentacles, okay? So this can certainly be that energy within you that you are really looking at kind of the darker side of life a little bit. That's weird. A little bit of the darker side of life, or maybe you're really having a look at changing your perspective, changing your way of thinking, or even leaving a situation altogether. Okay, but that Devil card could also represent something that you have been attached to, okay, and perhaps you're looking to release some sort of attachments, okay, to old past patterns, behaviors, those any kind of energy within you that has prevented you from doing something, from moving forward. And sometimes we do need to look at why. With this full moon that's here, you could certainly be looking at your fears, your doubts, okay, any of those blocks that have been holding you back, okay, anything that is preventing you from moving forward. And with the Judgment card here, I think you're really getting that opportunity and embracing that opportunity to let things go. Okay, so it's like we have some challenge, but we're replacing it with this beautiful fresh inspiration. Okay, and maybe a little uncertainty here as well. Okay, that comes in, right? We've got something really positive. We've got it's very interesting. So if this is you in the middle with this Prince of Wands, right? It's like, yes, I've got some new ideas. I've got some new opportunities. I'm looking for this. I'm looking to do this. And it's almost like you've got the devil on one shoulder and literally the angel on the other. So you could be having a little bit of a tug of war within yourself, within your own energy, right? And sometimes, it's like, do I, don't I? Do I, don't I? Okay, so it's like, the devil energy does its job, right? Is to sometimes keep you stuck or keep you trapped in some way. Okay, but I think the Judgment card really overrules that Devil card. Okay, so very much that higher self, so especially if you're looking on making some this release of any past blocks or fears, the Judgment card is certainly where we do that. Okay, so, but there can also be some other challenging energies that are around you. Perhaps you can improve your situation, or maybe you are looking to move on. Okay, you're starting to get the ball rolling, you're starting to take some action. And again, that Devil card is really about those things. Sometimes we indulge in the guilty pleasures of life, right? Those guilty pleasures, temptations, right? Think of those things that, how come everything that's really fun and really good also can lead to addiction and entrapment? It's really not fair, is it? Okay, so you could certainly be doing, trying to release from those situations, okay? But I feel that there may also be a challenging situation that comes up in the week ahead. And again, you might be looking to really release, move forward. The Devil card, the Devil energy could certainly represent a toxic workplace, toxic coworkers, perhaps even something in a relationship. And the Judgment card, I think you're getting things out in the open. You're really figuring out your cold, hard truths in the week forward, okay? And, of course, the Judgment card, we do sometimes have forgiveness, reconciliation, second chances that come in here. So you could certainly have a past person or a past situation come up, and you might actually be considering giving a second chance or reconciling with something. But I think you probably, if that's the case for you, if it's a person, I think you're going to have some big old stipulations. Okay, but the Judgment card as well is really when we see the truth. Okay, everything comes to light. For some of you, you may actually be going through a little bit of personal and spiritual growth, especially with the higher self card there, right? The Prince of Wands, you're taking some action, you're really confident. You're really confident, or you're trying to be confident, I should say, okay, about letting go of anything that's blocking you, and you're releasing it here with that Judgment card, kissing it goodbye so that you can free up yourself, free up your energy, and move forward. And this is certainly part of spiritual growth. We do need to investigate our shadow energy and our challenging aspects in our lives, our past, our present, okay, so that we can release, move forward, and we can really see the light at the end of the tunnel, right? And we're lighter, we're brighter, and we're freer. But the Judgment cards certainly can represent something that you are looking to let go of, okay? It's really when we get a little bit of release, some closure. And even if for example, if you're looking to make some changes in your workplace, right? The Devil card, challenging energy, okay? The Five of Pentacles, really challenging energy, okay? And I think that if you're really looking to make some improvements in your workplace or even your relationships, okay, I think that you are throwing all your cards out on the table. You're taking all the blinders off, and you're really making decisions, and you're really starting to take some action. And we quite often do leave situations mentally, emotionally, spiritually, before we ever actually leave them physically, right? We got to get all of our ducks in a row. It's like when everything comes into alignment is when we can actually take action. So, again, some of you are just going through this phase, and you're finally feeling this fresh energy coming in because you have made this spiritual, emotional, mental decision to let something go. It's like, no, you know what? I think I've gone as far as I can go in this situation, and I need to move forward. I need to move on. Okay, but there again could be a chance here with that Judgment card to revive a situation, to rekindle something, to get something going again, to maybe even retrace your steps, so to speak, right? It's like, I'm going to repeat something over and over again, right? But I think I'm going to do something a little bit different this time, okay? And sometimes we do repeat patterns, but sometimes we learn a thing or two along our journey. We learn how to deal with challenging aspects. We learn how to put up boundaries, always required with the Devil card, okay? We learn how to release ourselves. So sometimes we just come to this conclusion with the Judgment card that, you know what, I think I got a little off track. I think I can actually survive in this situation, or maybe I can, make this situation a little bit better. But perspective and boundaries is really what is needed there with that Devil card, right? And we can detach ourselves a little bit even from from those situations that maybe are not 100% what we are. But we can learn to live with certain things until the time is right to maybe make a move. But again, maybe some of you are just looking at making those improvements, and looking to do things just a little bit different and just a little bit better. But this is certainly a you know, a really telling energy, especially with this moon, right, this full moon in Leo, right, being at the middle of the week here, okay? And I really do think that some of you are really looking to let some things go so that you can move forward. You can maybe make some change, or you can actually improve a situation that you've been dealing with, whether it's just internally within you or whether it's externally there as well. Okay, and the Devil card, you know, I do have to say it's Capricorn energy. So you may just be dealing with a Capricorn person there, okay? But Capricorn, for the week forward, okay, for the week ahead, right up until March 5th, I believe it is, Venus and Mars are both in Capricorn. So this could actually be the time when you're really making some very solid plans, okay? You're putting a practical plan in place to do something a little bit different, or let things go, or to even you know, make improvements in an area of your life as well. And sometimes we do need to take that grounded, earthy approach, and that devil energy, you could certainly be working through the good and the bad. What do I want to do? What do I not want to do? Right? And you got that devil on one shoulder, angel on the other. What is challenging? What is threatening to hold me back? And what do I need to embrace? Right? So you know, it's very much a balanced energy. All right, but beneath you here, we've got the Seven of Wands. You are very much in control of your situation here. Okay, Aries, you know, you really are in a position of personal strength. Okay, you might be feeling as though you've overcome a lot of obstacles and challenges, or that you may still have to overcome some in your week forward. Okay, but really this is you facing the world head on. You've got everything under control. You're actually feeling really quite confident. You even have the courage here, and actually, if you see in this particular Seven of Wands, I love it. We've got Leo the Lion right there in the middle, giving you the courage to stand up for yourself, to put up boundaries, to make change, to make the decisions that are good for you, or even as well to let something go, whatever your situation happens to entail. So it's a really wonderful foundation and a wonderful energy that you are embracing, okay? But I think that, you know, again, for some of you here with that devil on one side and the angel on the other, I think some of you are really learning a big life lesson in the week forward, or of course you're letting go of something that is keeping you stuck. Okay, and I think you're turning a negative into a positive in your week forward there. So I'm going to leave that there, but I'm going to close out your reading with a couple extra cards here, really in relation to both Valentine's Day and, of course, the full moon. And, of course, not everybody loves Valentine's Day, okay? And not everybody embraces the moon either, right? So, but the moon is there. It does affect our energy in some ways. So let's have a look. So for those of you embracing love, we've got the Whispers of Love here, and it says, love makes the difference. Love helps heal past hurts and provide a sense of security and self-worth. Okay, lovely energy there, and a really great reminder, you know, as well, right? So this Devil card, it's like beneath it all, you're feeling really confident, okay, a little bit bold, but again, this Devil card here, sometimes we slip a little bit, okay? Sometimes we're confident, but then there may be something that, you know, kind of knocks our confidence just a little bit, okay? You know, so, but this Devil card as well, you could certainly be engaging in some guilty pleasures, having a little bit of fun. The Devil card's not always bad, okay, but everything in moderation, or keep everything in perspective, okay? But love really does make the difference, okay? So that is a beautiful energy coming in there. And yes, again, perhaps some of you are on the path to healing. So I'm grabbing you here also. Believe in your own magic. This is really about self-empowerment, okay? So especially if you've been dealing with a challenge or a struggle, if you're looking to make some change, let some things go, or, you know, especially that Valentine's Day energy, right? Sometimes it's, that's a double-edged sword. It's a painful day for a lot of people, okay? Especially if you don't have a significant other. You know what? Do something nice for yourself, okay? Embrace do something like self-love, self-care. And actually, you know what? That's actually a great segue. Hey, there you go, into the contest, okay? So I may as well just announce that now while I'm on the subject. Okay, so really the contest that I'm running is for a free personal reading with me. This will start on these weekly readings here. So these weekly readings, and I will close the contest on March 6th. I will announce the winner on March 9th with the midweek motivation. I do daily readings. So on Wednesdays, I do a midweek motivation just to give a little energy boost. So I will announce it on Wednesday, March 9th. So right up until March 6th is when you can enter the contest. It's very easy. All you need to do if you want to enter for a free personal reading, okay, I wouldn't mind if you liked the video, okay, for one, but other than that is really kind of like a little bit of a smackdown challenge for you. Challenge is to do one nice thing for yourself. One. Doesn't matter what it is, no matter how big, no matter how small, just one nice thing for yourself, just to show yourself some gratitude and appreciation. Maybe even splurge, the devil card, maybe even splurge on something that you've been putting off for a while. Okay, maybe you put a lot of other people first, just something for you, strictly you, with no strings attached, no nothing. Okay, and then all you need to do is in the comments box, just put a comment there, I love myself, and I will know that you are interested in entering that contest, that are interested in a free personal reading. Okay, you don't need to tell me what you did for yourself. It can be something as simple as finding 15 minutes out of your day just for you, for some quiet meditation to connect with your higher self. And again, maybe you want to splurge on something, whatever that means for you. Okay, so just put a comment in that box, say I love myself, and then I will announce the winner on March 9th. All right, so moving on. We've got Castle. It's time for healing, not war. So this is really about taking some time out for yourself, okay? Spirit wants to empower you to take a step back, okay? To find the time that you may need to heal, to get your both feet back on the ground, okay? To, alleviate your fears, to release anything that has been challenging you or eating away at you a little bit. Okay, and when we talk about forgiveness, we quite often, talk about, other people and this, that, and the other, but we do need to release those darker energies, forgive ourselves sometimes as well, okay? And sometimes we do harbor feelings of guilt or shame for things that other people have done, and Spirit really wants you to release that with this full moon. Leo is making another appearance here to give you that courage to do that. It's all for your own inner peace and well-being. Forgiveness isn't about other people. It's all about you. So take the time that you need to heal, to release, let go, and move forward, okay? And again, maybe that's that little quiet contemplation that you've got coming out there, okay? So this can also represent that maybe there's a situation that you've been dealing with that's been a challenge, the Devil card, maybe a relationship, okay? And, perhaps with the Judgment card, this is time where you can actually heal, where you can, get all of your thoughts and your feelings out on the table, out in the open, and, perhaps you can forgive and you can let go and you can move forward. So I'm going to pull out, I'm going to leave that there, but I'm going to close out your reading here with a couple of moon magic cards here. So these are just some little affirmations for this full moon energy. So here is your first one. And what do we have? I accept that here now is exactly where I am, and that is a place of profound learning. Here's your second card. Every day I bring radical self-love to my mind, body, and spirit. Okay, that's a reminder to love yourself. Anyways, I'm going to leave that there for you guys. I hope there was something here that resonated with you. If there was, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I thank you so very much for watching. And don't forget, if you want to enter that contest, then leave the comment down below. I love myself. Do one nice thing for yourself over the next couple of weeks, and we will see who the winner is on March 9th. So enjoy your week ahead there, Aries, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.